এভরিওয়ান আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আমি মোহাম্মদ শাখাওয়াত নতুন আরেকটা ভিডিওতে আপনাদেরকে স্বাগতম। আজকেও আমি একটা স্পিকিং টেস্ট নিতে যাচ্ছি। আপনারা জানেন যে যারা আমাদের লাইভ ভিডিওগুলো দেখেন, আমরা নিয়মিত কিছু স্পিকিং টেস্ট নেই। আজকের টেস্টটি মূলত হচ্ছে প্রোনাউন্সিয়েশন বেস। প্রোনাউন্সিয়েশনকে কেন্দ্র করে মূলত হচ্ছে আজকে আমরা টেস্ট নিব। তো এই টেস্টের মূল উদ্দেশ্যটা হচ্ছে এইটাই যে মানে ছাত্ররা কি পরিমাণে ইমপ্রুভ করতেছে সেই জিনিসগুলো আমরা আসলে চেক করব। তো আমি এখন আজকে যে ব্যাচের লাইভ টেস্টটা নিচ্ছি সেই ব্যাচের অলরেডি ওরা ব্যাচ 4, ওরা হচ্ছে ব্যাচ 4 এবং ওদের প্রোনাউন্সিয়েশনের উপরে ক্লাস শেষ হয়েছে। তো আজকে আমি স্পিকিং টেস্ট নিব, কিন্তু মূলত কোয়েশ্চেন গুলো হবে প্রোনাউন্সিয়েশন বেস। ওদেরকে প্রোনাউন্সিয়েশন উপরে বিভিন্ন ধরনের কোয়েশ্চেন করবো, ওরা সেগুলো একটু উত্তর দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করবে। তো আমি একজন একজন করে আমার সব ছাত্রগুলোকে আমি ডাকবো, ওরা হয়তো আসবে। তারপরে হচ্ছে আমরা পরীক্ষাটা নিব। এর মধ্যে যদি আপনাদের কোনো কোয়েরি থাকে অবশ্যই আপনারা কমেন্টে লিখবেন। আমার ব্যাকে হচ্ছে আমার ম্যানেজার বসে আছে, সে আপনাদের কমেন্টগুলো রিপ্লাই দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করবে। যারা যারা যে প্রান্ত থেকে এই ভিডিওটা দেখছেন তারা অবশ্যই এই ভিডিওটি শেয়ার করে দিবেন বন্ধুদের সাথে, এবং এটা যদি লাইভ আকারে দেখেন লাইভ আকারে শেয়ার করবেন, এটা যদি সরাসরি ভিডিও আকারে ইউটিউব বা টিকটক বা ফেসবুকে যদি দেখে থাকেন সেটাও আপনারা শেয়ার করে দিবেন। তো আসুন আমরা তাহলে আমাদের যে এক্সামিনেশনটা আছে সেটা আমরা শুরু করি। What's your name?
My name is Mohammad Abdullah. My nickname is Abdullah. You can call me Abdullah.
Your fluency is improving. Great. What's your ID?
0238.
238. So let's talk something about the pronunciation.
Thanks.
So what is pronunciation? What do you think that what is pronunciation?
Pronunciation is that means utter.
Utter, right? Good. So pronunciation means uttering something, right? Okay. You know that we have another word which is called the accent. So what is almost we think that accent and pronunciation are the same things. Do you think that these are the same or these are the different?
Something different.
Something. So what are the difference?
Utter means that's generally it's many type of people pronunciation easily. Just that is the difference when the accent is different way.
Okay. So can you give some example of some accent?
Accent means I'm going to school. I'm gonna school.
This is not like the
Going
accent.
to gonna.
No, this is not accent basically. This is the informal contraction.
Okay.
Okay. তোমাদেরকে কিন্তু আমি অ্যাকসেন্ট শিখিয়েছি এবং অ্যাকসেন্টে কিন্তু লেখা ছিল যে কি কি থাকলে সেগুলোকে অ্যাকসেন্ট বলা হয়, এবং এগুলো লেকচার শিটেও দেওয়া ছিল। So maybe you didn't take well preparation on that. Okay.
But that times I didn't attend this class.
Why?
The time I was in.
But it's in the lecture sheet. It's not necessary to attend the class, right? Okay. What is tongue twister? Why we need to learn the tongue twister? Why do you need to learn the
tongue twister? Means when we speak English, that means tongue twister is help for fluency or properly English delivery with other person. Properly.
Okay. Can you give some example of tongue twister that you learned from the class?
Tongue twister basically English language has 26 letters. All letters are when we pronounce it, that's not exactly a right pronunciation. We can use this pronunciation A sound.
But what is tongue twister? I didn't ask you about the A or A. What is tongue twister?
Tongue twister is the tongue means like you
vocal. Okay. And twist?
Twist means the sound is.
Okay. Can you give some example of tongue twister?
Tongue twister A sound. I'm able to accommodate an INC all in April.
Any consonant sound tongue twister?
Consonant sound is C.
Give some example.
Canadian Coffee House, KFC, campaign for chocolate cake in Cambodians. Campaign cases, the concentration is Cambodians.
Okay. আমি কাজটি করতে পারি, ট্রান্সলেট ইট।
আমি কাজটি করতে পারি, I can do the work.
I can do the word, right? So you pronounce K,
K.
right? Not K, right?
K.
This is very important. Okay. So can you give some example of R sound where we don't use the R?
Don't use the R silent.
R silent.
Maybe it may be R silent and is pronounced something R silent when is the R is just sit on last of word. That means when the last word this sound is R silent.
In the sound R silent.
Yeah.
So give more example.
Brother, sister,
Brother, right.
sister, dear.
Right. Why this is silent?
When the R is the last
In the last portion, last syllable of the word, right?
Yeah.
When R is in the last syllable of the word, this is basically
silent.
Silent. Okay.
On the other hand, R will be silent when the R is the set in this word just with a consonant letter.
With consonant letter. Okay. So can you give one example of that consonant letter?
Consonant letter mean army. Army.
Good. Okay. What is contraction? What is contraction?
Contraction is the used by native speaker.
So can you give some example of contraction?
Contraction going to gonna. Got to
is this the formal or informal contraction?
There are two types of contraction mainly, formal or informal. Formal, there are three types of formal. Formal contraction, affirmative, negative, and interrogative.
Interrogative. Okay. Good. One example of interrogative contraction?
Interrogative contraction, who is, whose, will, who.
And if I want to ask your name by using the contraction, so what will be the question?
Actual name.
তোমার নাম কি? Translate it.
What's your name?
Right. What's here? What's is a
name?
What's is a
name?
What's is the informal?
What is
what's is a what's is a formal contraction, right?
What is?
Okay, good. So you covered everything very well. So your score is 8 out of 10. প্রিয় দর্শক শ্রোতা যারা ভিডিওটা দেখছেন তাদেরকে একটু বলে রাখি আহাদের যে স্পিকিং এই স্পিকিং এ কিন্তু অনেকটাই আমরা প্রোনাউন্সিয়েশন রিফ্লেকশন পাচ্ছি যেটা একেবারে শুরুতে ছিল না। একেবারে শুরুতে মনে হয় ইংরেজি তেমন একটা বলতে পারতাম না, এখন তো তাও ইংরেজি বলতে পারছে এবং ইংরেজির সাথে উচ্চারণটা ব্যবহার করে বলার চেষ্টা করতেছে, এটা খুবই গুড সাইন। ওকে, সো তোমার স্কোর হচ্ছে 8 আউট অফ 10। হোপফুলি যে মাত্র 2 মাস হলো তো বাকি সময়টা আরো পাল করে আলো ভাবে ইংরেজি হবে ইনশাআল্লাহ।
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
থ্যাংক ইউ। Your seat. Mr. Saidul.
Yes.
What's your ID?
300136.
So how is your preparation?
Preparation is alhamdulillah good.
Last two students didn't answer this question properly, so I ask you again. What is the difference between the accent and the pronunciation?
Accent means any particular country's people speaking. That
the style of
speaking, like Australian accent, American accent, British accent.
Good.
And the pronunciation means that is used all over the world, all over the world except this pronunciation.
This is a standard way.
Yeah, this is the standard way of pronunciation.
We have to use the word standard to explain the pronunciation, right? Okay. Which term or which part of pronunciation classes you practice most?
I practiced tongue twist terms.
Can you pronounce the tongue twister related to T sound?
TalentHut teachers technical T sound when taught by using T.
Okay. And which part you felt very hard to learn?
Construction is hard for me because I didn't practice more time. That's why.
That's very okay. How many types of contractions?
There are mainly two types: formal and informal. Informal are three types: affirmative, interrogative, and negative.
Okay. Affirmative, interrogative, and negative. Can you give some example of negative contractions?
Am not, aimed, is not, isn't, was not, wasn't, were not, weren't.
Good. Can you make a sentence with those contractions?
I'm not able to go college today.
I'm not able to. That means I and am. You
Yeah.
contracted this, right? Can you give one more example by using the informal contraction, like wanna?
I want to buy a bag.
So make it contracted.
I wanna buy a bag.
Good. Excellent. Okay. So, what is the benefit that you have got from this course? That means from pronunciation course.
At the beginning of this course, I didn't pronounce well, but at present I did not well many well, but improve some improve. Yeah.
Right. Improving. Okay. So, is the how if I want to ask you the question, what's your evaluation of TalentHut IELTS Contextual 6 months course? Is it okay for you? That you think that this is best for you?
Yeah, I think this is best for me. Yeah, if I continue yeah telling her instruction, I think I will get my
So, what's the last 2 months you are doing class, practicing with us? So, what specific improvement you feel that you really improve a lot?
yeah, I feel improvement in speaking. When I'm first time here, I didn't speak any sentence, but at this time I speak two or three sentences, but it is not correct.
But you can at
Yeah,
least.
but I can speak.
Right. Thank you. Your score is 9 out of 10.
Thank you.
যে টার্মগুলো তোমার এখনো বাকি আছে এগুলো একটু ভালো করে শিখতে হবে, যেহেতু বলেছো কন্ট্রাকশন গুলো প্র্যাকটিস হয়নি, কন্ট্রাকশন গুলো ভালো করে করতে হবে। ডিয়ার ভিউয়ার্স, ও কিন্তু একবার ইংরেজি কথা বলতে পারবে না, এমন না যে ও মুখস্থ ইংরেজি বলতেছে। ন্যাচারালি আমি যা জিজ্ঞেস করছি ও তাই বলছে, বাট এই ন্যাচারাল জিনিসটা আসতে প্রতিদিন 6 ঘন্টা করে ক্লাস ওকে গত 2 মাস ধরে আমাদের সাথে করতে হয়েছে। এছাড়াও তো বাসায় প্র্যাকটিস করতে হয়েছে। প্রেজেন্টেশন কতগুলো দিয়েছো?
এখন 67
760টা প্রেজেন্টেশন দিতে হয়েছে। এখানে বাধ্যতামূলক প্রেজেন্টেশন দিতে হয়, আমাদের এখানে প্রায় 200 প্রেজেন্টেশন দিতে হবে। এছাড়া তো ক্লাসে অনেক প্র্যাকটিস আছে যেগুলো ছাত্রদের করতে হয় আসলে মেইনলি। তো এগুলো যদি ঠিকঠাক ভাবে করতে পারে তাহলে অবশ্যই ছাত্ররা যেকোনো স্থানে বসেই ভালো কিছু করতে পারবে। থ্যাংক ইউ মিস্টার সাইদুল। নেক্সট ওয়ান। অনেকে একটু ভালো করছে, অনেকে একটু দুর্বলতা আছে, কারণ হচ্ছে যে আসলে সবার প্রিপারেশনটা একরকম হয়নি। এই কারণে আসলে আমরা এই জিনিসটা ওভাবে করে মূল্যায়ন করার চেষ্টা করছি। ওকে, প্লিজ মিস্টার রাকিব।
জি স্যার।
তো লাগানোর দরকার নেই, এই মাইক্রোফোন আমরা একটা কমন ইউজ করবো দুজনে মিলে, ঠিক আছে? ওকে, তো your ID?
My ID is TZO242.
Rakib, tell me, what is the difference between the accent and pronunciation? Or can you describe accent properly?
Accent and pronunciation totally different. These two things, like pronunciation is what is learnable, like pronunciation on what is specific the right sound. Like we, in Bengali accent we everyone say able, it's not able, it's able, it's the right pronunciation.
Right.
This type of thing is pronunciation can be changed, like everyone can improve their pronunciation. Or accent is the right thing of language that cannot come in a day or in a week. It's practicable, it also learnable, but it cannot come in a day or short time. That's the between different about pronunciation and accent.
Okay.
Accent is that the real thing
Right.
of language, like we are Bengali, we say the Bengali accent, that is accent.
So which accents are standard in the world for English language?
is UK accent. Everyone says the British accent. Everyone say it's based for the English language.
Right, right. But when we listen, like BBC or others, do we listen pronunciation or do we listen accent?
On that time, on listening test, use we listen the pronunciation, because the listening test has many type of accent. They use all over the all accent of English language, like UK accent, British accent, American accent, every type of English they are say on the recording voice, but the accent is different from them, that they use every type of accent on recording time.
After learning the pronunciation rules, you
Yeah.
didn't learn all the rules, but you learned few rules.
Few rules about.
So, or after completing your pronunciation course, so how these pronunciation rules help you to understand listening?
It's very, it make me very easy for me, because without knowing these rules I can't get the right thing on the voice recording. When I start the listening about IELTS exam, first we listen about 6 minute English. I can't get the all thing on that voice. But when I learn about pronunciation rules, that time it's easy for me, because some rules are make me different from that voice. For this reason, now I can get the 80% right thing on the voice. It's really helpful for me, I think.
Right, right. Thank you very much. Okay, let's talk about the R sound.
Yeah.
You know that R becomes silent in some positions.
Some position,
So
R sound has some rules, like when R is situated on the word first letter, that time R will be pronounced. And when R situated after R situated any vowel, that time also R sound. When R situated WR, that time also pronounced. And the two time R did not pronounce, like when R is situated last word, and also when R after R has any consonant word, that time R will be not pronounced.
can you give some example of last two rules?
Like
Like when are
are not pronounced. Like today, now I can't remember. I like father, mother, brother, this type of word.
Okay, okay. Can you make a sentence with father?
My father is a very good person.
But when you were before coming to TalentHut,
Yeah.
you used to say my father,
Yes,
right?
that is the different about pronunciation. With this pronunciation rules made me the right thing of this sentence. Before that, I every day I say my father, my mother.
Right. Now you are trying to pronounce them.
Pronounce. I'm not totally able, but I'm trying.
You are trying, right? So pronunciation is a never learning process. If
Yeah.
you have to, if you stop learning, you will
I'll
stop
forget
learning the
everything.
language, right? Forget everything. So you have to learn everything. So this is the started. Just this is the sprout that you have started with, but you have to continue this, right?
Yeah, I know also about it.
Right, right. So which part of your lesson or of your learning you think that really helped you to understand the listening? Which
Listening.
specific part?
Listening. Listening. On listening, I think the pronunciation is also pronunciation help me, and also the speaking. When I can speak, that time I can understood the voice also. Listening part, there is everyone say that if you want to speak, you need to listen, like that.
Right.
For this reason, I practice listening every time. When I got free time, I did not waste the time I use for listening, because listening is not one skill. By listening, I can improve my speaking also,
As well as pronunciation.
pronunciation also. For this reason, if I want to say that about listening, my listening skill is improved by listening. There is no way about
But pronunciation slightly help you.
slightly help me, because when I listen I can't understood. When I know about pronunciation, that time I can understood.
Right. Okay. And you have completed your 2 months course here.
Yeah.
So after completing this 2 months course, what is the improvement you feel yourself?
Like
Any kind of, not only pronunciation.
not only
Any
pronunciation,
skill.
any skill. I improve in 2 month course, our teacher work on our 3 skill: listening, speaking, and listening, speaking, and reading. On 3 module, I think I improved, especially listening. On listening module, before came here, I did not know about listening, and I can't understood anything about listening. When I start, that time I can understood about listening 20%. That was my basic. Nowadays, I can solve the listening test book like IELTS Cambridge book. Now I can, if I solve the first task one, I can get 10 out of 10. That is improvement. And also the speaking part, when I give mock test in after 15 days, that time I can speak little bit. Now I can improve myself. I see on myself. That's the improvement about it.
Thank you very much. So your score is 10 out of 10 because you have done very well. But we need to see more reflection of pronunciation on your speaking, right?
Yeah, because I am trying, not get all the thing on pronunciation, but I am keep trying.
Okay, you should try best.
Yes.
After 15 days or 20 days, again I will take another test of you. I hope that you will try to do better over there, right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Have a good time.
You're welcome, sir.
আমাদের দেশের একটা বড় সমস্যা হচ্ছে ছাত্ররা যখন ক্লাস মিস করে সেই ক্লাসে কি পড়ানো হয়েছে সেটা সে কখনো জিজ্ঞেস করে না এবং সেই প্রিপারেশনটা সে নেয়ও না। এই জায়গাগুলো থেকে যদি আমরা বের হতে না পারি তাহলে কিন্তু আমাদের ওই ইমপ্রুভমেন্টটা কিন্তু হবে না। তো আপনাদের সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ এতক্ষণ সময় নিয়ে যারা কষ্ট করে আমাদের সাথে এই লাইভটাতে অংশগ্রহণ করেছেন। আশা করি আপনারা এই টেস্টের মধ্যে বুঝতে পেরেছেন যে আসলে প্রোনাউন্সিয়েশন থেকে আমরা কি শিখি, কি শেখাই এবং ওদের ইমপ্রুভমেন্টটা কোথায় কোথায় হয়। আমি আশা করব যে আপনারা পরবর্তী লাইভে আমাদের সাথে থাকবেন আর এই ভিডিওটি ভালো লাগলে আপনারা অবশ্যই বন্ধুদের সাথে শেয়ার করে দেবেন। আজকে এই পর্যন্তই। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ।